shoot a three.
Oh, he made it! Turtle to Claxton for three!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Luke and Ed Carney back with you on the Georgia Power Halftime Report from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Dogs by 12, 43-31 over North Florida. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You want to deliver the best retail experiences, but it's hard, especially with multiple stores, staff, fulfillment centers, GMVs, KPIs, OKRs, and the only thing harder is being in charge of it all. But when you switch to Shopify Point of Sale, you can unify retail operations and guarantee smooth shopping across every location. Shopify POS, the best retail experiences without complexity. Visit shopify.com/without complexity to learn more.
Have you made the switch to NYX? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from NYX. That's KNIX. Period panties from NYX are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try NYX. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to NYX. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. Avoid the home renovation overwhelm. Swapping out old blinds for custom window coverings is a small project with big results. And Blinds.com makes it easy and affordable. It's a busy season. Skip the long lines or waiting around all day just to get a quote. With Blinds.com, shopping online doesn't mean sacrificing on quality, style, or service. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to install. And you can get window treatments for your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Shop Black Friday mega deals all month long at Blinds.com. Get up to 45% off site-wide, plus premium doorbusters, and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get a $300 instant gift. Take 120 nights to love it or your money back. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
When you hear Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, you probably think of larger-than-life balloons and show-stopping performers. But this year, for the first time, you should also think of incredible deals, because Macy's is counting down to the big day with our first ever Parade of Deals happening now. We have big savings on gifts, like 25 to 40% off sweaters and fleece. And every day, find new deals online all the way through the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
And now he's on the verge of just 2 rebounds to have another one.
That playing time does wonders for you.
It does, doesn't it? Well,
and he keeps earning it, right?
You know what else is that physique of his?
Yeah, they're having a tough time in that first half guarding the basket against R.J. Godfrey. He was kind of just doing whatever he wanted to inside with a lot of blue shirts standing around watching him.
As halftime took place and fans were filtering down towards the concessions, guy grabbed me by the shoulder and says, that R.J. Godfrey's a man.
That he is, and let's hope he's a man for another 20 minutes. The second half is coming up. Georgia 43, North Florida 31 at the half. Back for the second half after this. Bulldog Sports Network.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 2nd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit with Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.58 to its signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hunger affects every community in America, from children to seniors to hardworking families. So to help those struggling with food insecurity, our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste. They then distribute it to local food banks in an effort to donate 3 billion meals to those in need by 2025. Because at Kroger, we believe that everyone deserves access to fresh food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger Zero Waste Foundation to help defeat hunger and eliminate food waste. Visit chcwf.org today.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens. The Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big Go Dogs, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Bulldogs pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
All right, let's get started. Half number 2. Dogs with the basketball. They go right to work on the offensive end. Newell in the paint. No shot there. Kicks it out on the perimeter to Demery. Back inside to Godfrey from the left block. Dribbles it twice into the paint. Jump hook. There he is again. RJ with the bucket now with 15 points to get the Dogs started here in the second half. 45-31 Georgia.
And now let's have a good stop here on, well, we got it.
There's a good stop. That's a block by Asa Newell. Dogs run out on the block. But North Florida gets back in time, so Georgia settles into his half-court set. One and a rejection on the other, and another chance. There's Godfrey. Puts it on the floor. They swipe at the ball, knocked it loose. He'll score underneath, but he's called for traveling. He was right under the basket. He reached his right arm out and really stretched it up and in.
He was kind of hopping around trying to figure out which side of the basket. He was exactly trapped under the glass there.
Dogs turn it over on the travel. They lead by 14. North Florida with a possession. Jalen Smith thought about the three. Pump fakes with Dimry guarding. Trying to go inside. That was rejected too by Newell. He dribbles under the basket. Finds Litteris in the left corner. And three-pointer is good by Nate Litteris, the 6'6 guard. That's his second three. He's got 10. 45-34. Georgia leads. Asa will try a three. Too much on it. And in fact, he missed everything. Air ball from the right slot. North Florida basketball.
That was just a bit outside.
Ospreys into the front court with little Jalen Smith. He works against Dimry. Dribbles on the drive. Now backs up. He shoots a fadeaway long two straight on and misses it off the rim. Rebounded by the Dogs. Georgia with the possession. Blue Cane attacks in the paint. They had a man fall down. He drops it off to Asa for the flush.
Oh, Blue Cane, so nice. Driving that lane. They commit to him. He just drops it off beautifully to Asa.
That's what sharing is all about.
Yep.
We shared the ball well, and Blue got an assist, and Asa got a bucket. And now we got an offensive foul as the North Florida player hooked the Georgia man and got caught doing it. So an offensive foul on the Ospreys. That'll be a turnover, and the Dogs will gladly take that ball back. Harris, the guilty party for North Florida. That's his second foul. 47-34, Dogs lead. Oh, sneaky. Silas sneaked in there in the back door, and he got the pass from Lawrence on the wing and scored on a layup. Dimry with the bucket. He's got 11, so he's in double figures. Here's another three by the Ospreys. Too much on it from the left wing. Offensive rebound. Putback rolls over the iron. They get another offensive rebound. Oscar Berry trying to wave off traffic. Top of the key. Dribbles to the right wing. He goes to Miles. Lawrence is right in his shirt tail. Now he runs through a double team. I think he did actually run through it. I think they got away with a travel. He
definitely got away with it. He ran through it without dribbling.
They got the rebound, then missed a three on the right wing by Litteris. In and out. Dogs rebound. Oh, my goodness. Lawrence wasted no time taking it to the rack and flushing it down hard with two hands. And then he swung on the rim just for good measure.
And that's what we like to see. The Dogs come out leading by 12 and stretch it out to 17. That's the way to get this second half started.
I got the attention of North Florida head coach Matthew Driscoll. He calls a timeout. 16:45 to go in the game. Georgia 51, North Florida 34. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit GeorgiaPower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
$16:45 to go in the game. Georgia up by 17 now, largest lead of the game, 51. to 34. Georgia fans, if you want to do an NIL deal with a dog, go to georgiadogs.com/NIL. Connect with a student athlete on a sponsorship, an appearance, a commercial, an autograph session, and more. georgiadogs.com/NIL. Tonight's announced attendance, 5,757 here inside Stegman Coliseum, watching the Dogs and North Florida tonight. And Georgia, as we said, up by 17. Ospreys with the basketball. Jump hook, left edge of the lane by Josh Harris is good. Just from the right edge of the red paint. Got it to go from about 8 feet out.
Well, they're 2 for 8 here in the second half. We're 4 for 5.
51-36, Georgia in front. Dogs with the ball. Lawrence DeCain, top of the keys between the circles. Looking to his right, skips it to Demery. Quick pass down below to Godfrey. He's trying to spin and catch it on the block at the same time. Lost it off his hands and turns it over under the basket, out of bounds. North Florida ball, here they come now. Jalen Smith, the left-hander, dribbles it into the front court. They work with Miles on the left wing. Down to Litteris, they hand it off. Oh, that was Murphy. Liam Murphy's in the game. Smith drives, pushes off Lawrence. He struggled to recover. He just steps back and knocks down a long two.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, he pushed off on them, but they let him get away with it. Down on the left end.
You're so critical of the referees.
We got a foul stop play down here on the left end of the floor. And now we get the the under-16 media timeout. So a couple of quick back breaks in the play, and Georgia leads by 13 now, 51-38. So we got a timeout at Stegman Coliseum. We'll come back right after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated TriClean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier TriClean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined forces to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. Whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the 2-time gold medal winning Classic City Lager, or their new Sip 'em Seltzer, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. And if you're visiting the Classic City on game day, Creature Comforts beers are available at the Stegman Coliseum and anywhere good cold beer is served. 2 brands, 1 town, 1 team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em. 21 and over. Champions drink responsibly.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. Your team is covered anywhere you go with Sirius XM. And right now, get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/SEC Radio 2024.
Scott, one of the really great dogs, Jeff Sherman, just texted me from out in Marina del Rey, California. He's watching on his phone, but loving what he's seeing.
Yeah, what's not to like right now? Georgia 51, North Florida 38. Newell with the ball, right elbow, finds Demery slicing to the basket, gets in the ball, pump fake underneath, gets his defender in the air, then scores after he comes down with a layup. Demery now with 13 points for the Dogs. Ospreys, a quick attack. Liam Murphy with a little fadeaway 2 off one leg, and he banks it home from the left side of the lane.
That was a nice shot.
And he got fouled as well. Yeah, they're going to count that basket for him and send him to the free throw line. He likes using the glass. He had a 3 in the first half when he banked it home.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that one. Well, that one he meant to.
Murphy, transfer from Columbia. Three-point play is good as he collects the free throw for his team. 53-41, Georgia leads. Long way to go, 15 and a half. Still to play here in Athens tonight. Blue Kane with the ball in front court for the Dogs. He works against Oscar Berry in a man-to-man. Now Dakota LeFew, screen from Sompto. LeFew drives, gets in close, bank shot, won't go. Rebound Asa, put back good. He bounced up off the floor and scored from the right side of the rim.
Asa, he got away with one. He brought it down low, which I think if he had to do over again, he wouldn't do that. But he got away with it, went back up, laid it in nicely.
Newell now with 6 points and 6 boards. North Florida with a basketball. Pull up above the foul line. Sompto blocked that shot. Ball loose in the air. Comes down to North Florida.
And they foul.
And a foul. Yep, foul on the Ospreys. So even though they had possession of the ball, Georgia will be able to bring it up the floor now after the foul on the visiting team.
How about that block by Cyril? Huh? He went high to get that one.
Dogs drive with Silas Demery.
Look out.
Pinned in on the baseline. A wraparound to Sompto. Sompto works it in right in front of the basket, tried to put it up and in. It rolled around the iron and fell off for him. At that close range, he's got to just dunk that thing. He had an opportunity. We didn't get the points. North Florida with a basketball. Spin move. Bounces off a knee and caroms over to Georgia. Dogs off and running with Blue Kane. Going to take it all the way to the backboard, and they foul him in the air. And he'll go to the line, have to earn it there. Another blocking foul on North Florida.
And, when Blue gets blocked in the air, that's always dangerous. He gets up. I mean, he can really jump.
Blue's going to go to the line this season. Kane 6 for 6 from the line after shooting 61% last season from the stripe. Free throw number 1 is good. His first free throws of the evening. Substitution for North Florida, Cameron Oriole out. And Dante Oliver checks in. Free throw by Kane is good. Made them both. Barry picked up that personal for North Florida, so he's got 2 now. 14 minutes to go, 57-41, Dogs by 16. Ospreys with the ball, catch and shoot 3 from the right slot, won't go, rebounded. Picked up off the floor by Sompto under the basket. The outlet goes to Lawrence. Tyron Lawrence pushes it into the front court. Now deep into the corner, right in front of our bench. Skips it back to Kane, head of the key. Blue dribbles and drives, one-hander, bang! He kissed it home from the right side.
How about that?
7 for Kane. 13 and a half minutes to go. Georgia's lead is 18, 59-41, largest lead of the game. Ospreys work inside their biggest guy, Josh Harris at 6'8", trying to back down Sompto in the paint. He turns and shoots with one hand and missed it badly. The Dogs rebound his miss. Georgia works in the front court with Lawrence, top of the key. They come out on him tight defensively. To LeFew, whips it to the elbow to Newell. He'll feed Kane on the wing. Blue drives, pulls that ball down and windmills it. Tries to go back up with it around the defender, left it short. Rebound North Florida. They're off and running. And Lawrence with a nice defensive play back on the right end of the floor to strip that ball out and knock it out of bounds.
He hustled to get back down the floor and out in front of the ball handler.
Yeah, they were a full spread down there with Josh Harris, and Lawrence caught up to him and able to strip the ball. And Harris's much shorter head coach, Matthew Driscoll, is looking up and reading him the riot act right now. Maybe that'll smooth the waters a little bit. Liam Murphy with a 3 for North Florida. Dogs attack quickly. No stopping Dakota LeFew all the way up high with a one-handed lay-in. He was well above the rim. Dakota now with 5. 61-44 Dogs. Murphy on the right end of the floor with a quick 3. Pulls the trigger, misfires off the front of the rim. Dogs rebound. Lawrence giddy up into the front court. They fire it to the right corner. Blue misses a 3. Rebound at the foul line. The guys in navy blue, North Florida, goes left to right. Back the other way. Here's Oscar Berry to the right side. Litteris. Nate Litteris misses it off the left side of the rim from three. Blue Cane rebounds. We're not slowing it down. Lawrence on the left side attacks after he fakes. Lost the ball off his leg on the dribble. Picked up by North Florida. We turn it over. They run the floor the other way and score on a lead pass to Liam Murphy on the layup.
That time they beat our defense down the floor. That hadn't happened much tonight, but it did that time.
61-46, Dogs by 15, under 12 minutes to play. LeFew drives and tried to drop it off to Sompto. He didn't really jump for the ball. It's off his hands and to North Florida. They get a three on the exchange on the other end of the floor.
Just
Liam
like
Murphy's starting to heat up, Chuck.
Yeah, they got it back to 12.
Murphy with a couple of threes in the half. He's got 14, and Georgia wants a timeout. Dogs will call the time. We'll take the TV media timeout with it. 11:15 to go in the game, and they've closed the gap a little bit. Georgia 61, North Florida 49. So the 18-point lead is down to just 12 right now. Dogs call time. We will too. 61-49, Georgia in front on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/across America.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90+ days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined forces to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. Whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the 2-time gold medal winning Classic City Lager, or their new Sip 'em Seltzer, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. And if you're visiting the Classic City on game day, Creature Comforts beers are available at the Stegman Coliseum and anywhere good cold beer is served. 2 brands, 1 town, 1 team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em. 21 and over. Champions drink responsibly.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of Georgia Athletics. For every 3-pointer scored by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Scana says go Dogs. And tonight, Georgia has 5 3-pointers, 5 for 11 overall, but 0 for 2 in this half.
Look at our overall shooting percentage, though, for the game.
Yeah, 51%.
51%. This is just a
solid.
Much better shooting team than we have seen wearing Georgia uniforms for quite a while.
Well, a lot of it has to do with that. 36 points in the paint. So you're getting high percentage shots. And certainly
and we've missed a lot down there, too.
That's a good point. R.J. Godfrey leading Georgia with 15 points in the game so far. The Dogs looking for more here on this possession. Silas Demery tried to throw it down low to Asa Newell, and from the back, the defender pokes it away, and he was fouling at the same time. They don't mind foul on the Ospreys.
They don't mind fouling, do they? They're up to 5 already here in the second half.
Yeah, that's their 15th of the game. Well, Texas Southern was making a living doing that the other night, too, on Sunday. They had almost 30 fouls in the game. Here's Dakota LeFew off a curl from the right corner. Misses the 3. Newell at 6'11", fights for the rebound. Just hops right off his feet, puts it back over the rim good.
And you notice what he didn't do that time was bring it down.
Stayed up high with it. 63-49 Dogs. Murphy works against Newell now. Nice move by the veteran. A graduate transfer from Columbia worked against the freshman there and shoots it over him on the block, and a nice spin move to get himself a little bit of space. Murphy now with 16 points. LeFew out of the corner. One hands it to Liam. They lob it down low, or to Silas, rather. He lobbed it down to Godfrey, who works on the block. He's fouled as he sends that ball sailing over the rim. And the foul going to be on Dante Oliver. Hit him on the arm on the shot. Oliver with his first. He's a 6'5 freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Another IMG Academy guy. Like Blue Cane, also from Knoxville and also from IMG Academy. Godfrey at the line. Red shoes glowing. Free throw short, front of the rim, won't go. And RJ now 3 for 5 at the line tonight. 15 points for Godfrey and 9 rebounds. He's 1 board away from his second double-double in the first 3 games. That free throw's good. 64-51 Georgia. Dogs with a 13-point lead. Large lead has been 18 a few moments ago. Murphy, deep 3. He's heating up. There it is again from the right slot. Nobody on him. 19 points now for Liam Murphy. 16 of those in this half. Dogs attack with Silas Demery. Spins off the rim. Newell cleans it up. Rebound and a dunk.
I think Ace is starting to realize he can make a living right underneath that basket.
That's a good spot for him. He's in double figures with 10. 66-54. Here's Litteris. Same spot as Murphy the last time. Same result. He hits the 3. Here they come. That's their 5th 3 of the half. 66-57 Georgia. So the Dogs lead cut in half now from 18 down to 9, and it didn't take long. Dogs have possession. 9:26, 9:25 to play in the game. Lawrence dribbling, not being guarded tightly. Skips it to the right elbow to Newell. He spins to face up. Goes to LeFew for 3. He rips it. Dakota with a Scana Energy 3 from the right corner. We needed that.
Boy, in the worst way.
He's got 8 now, and that's his second 3 of the game. Murphy breaks free. Long strides. Tried a running layup. Left it short on the underhander. Dogs take it away. Lawrence in the air. Little switching of the hands. Tried to score on the lay-in from the left side. He fails. Rebound North Florida. Quickly into the front court. Pull up for a 3 is Oriole from the right slot. Off the rim. Won't go. And a foul on the rebound. North Florida called for the foul.
That's their 7th.
That was on Litteris. That's number 2 on him. So quickly into the bonus go the Bulldogs now. 7th team foul on the visiting team. And the Dogs will shoot a 1-and-1 here. Godfrey out. Dylan James checks in for the Dogs. Dylan at 6'9" and 210, sophomore from Winter Haven, Florida. His brother, his older brother, played for North Florida last year when they met here at Stegman Coliseum.
Godfrey's got that 10th rebound now, so he's got his double-double.
Lawrence, free throw, misses the front end of the 1-and-1, left it short on the front of the rim. North Florida down a dozen on the offensive end here. Miles going to take it inside against the Georgia double team. They call a foul out on the floor before the drive. A little bit of a push by one of the Bulldogs, says Michael Roberts, one of the officials tonight. And they got that on Dylan James, his first foul. Only the second team foul by the Dogs here in the half. 8:34 remaining. Georgia leads 69-57. North Florida will throw it in from the right baseline. Newell guards the inbounds. Miles trying to look around him, or Moss rather was trying to look around him. They get it into Nestor at 6'9". He throws it into the corner. Litteris misses a high rainbow 3, comes down on the rim and rebounded by the Dogs. Kane thought about the 3, pulled it down, thought about it again. Now passes off to LeFew on the logo. To James, lob into the corner, trying to go to Demery, batted out of bounds by Nate Litteris. He got a deflection right into the Georgia bench. Dogs have 13 on the clock to inbound and get off a shot. LeFew, waist-high pass on the entry to Demery. Silas puts it on the floor, dribbles all the way under the basket, pump fake, and he's fouled.
He timed that beautifully. He got it under there, and then he waited for the defender to go up, drew the contact, didn't get the ball to drop, but he'll shoot a couple.
That was the first foul of the game on Nestor Diachuk. Transfer from Southern Utah. He is from Russia. 6'9", 210, graduate transfer. Sending Demery to the free throw line.
That would explain the Russian name.
That's always a giveaway. Silas' free throw is good. All net for Demery, who's 5 for 5 from the line tonight. $14 points in the game for Silas. Second free throw attempt. Ball's in the air and good. Demery's hit all of his free throws, 6 for 6, and he's got 15 points. One of Georgia's scoring leaders tonight. 71-57, Georgia by 14. Now on the offensive end, another whistle stops play and another foul on the Dogs. They get Newell for that one. Asa for the push, they did.
I think he had his choice. There were two Dogs were fouling him, so let me see what.
They called it on Newell, and that's
Asa
number 3 on Asa. And that'll get us into the under 8 media timeout with 7:54 remaining in the game. Georgia 71. North Florida 57. Back to Athens after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hunger affects every community in America, from children to seniors to hardworking families. So to help those struggling with food insecurity, our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste. They then distribute it to local food banks in an effort to donate 3 billion meals to those in need by 2025. Because at Kroger, we believe that everyone deserves access to fresh food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger Zero Waste Foundation to help defeat hunger and eliminate food waste. Visit chcwf.org today.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
I'm Coach Mike White, and you're listening to the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. You know what it takes to win in this game? Stepping up in big moments. That's why I drive a Ford F-150. With the ideal combination of power, capability, and smart tech, F-150 is my go-to vehicle when I need to get a project done. Talk about championship caliber. Check out the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer.
Game day traditions start with a cup of community coffee. Proud coffee partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Family owned since 1919, Community Coffee has spent 5 generations roasting great tasting blends right here in the USA. They're just as dedicated to making a difference in the community with programs that support teachers, military service members, disaster relief, and first responders. Try Community Coffee or find it near you at communitycoffee.com.
Georgia basketball brought to you tonight by the Progressive Keys to the Program Progress, providing cars to veterans in need. 71-57, Georgia with a 14-point lead, 7:57 to go. R.J. Godfrey with his second double-double in 3 games. He never had one at Clemson in, 69 games in 2 years at Clemson. He's had 2 in the first 3 games at Georgia.
That's fine with me.
16 and 10 for Big Godfrey tonight. Asa Newell in double figures with 10. He's also got 3 blocks. Silas Demery, 15 points. He's got 4 assists as well. North Florida with the basketball. Amitri Moss works against Demery. Now goes into the corner to Oriole. Back to Moss. Dribbles through the paint. We got a hand on it. Knocked it away for a second. They pick it back up. 2 to shoot. Litteris floats it down the lane and got it to go as he sailed it up high with the shot clock running down. Nate Litteris now with 15, 71-59 Dogs. Still a lot of time remaining, less than 7.5 minutes. Demery with the basketball. Works above the arc, now drives and feeds Godfrey in the paint. He lays it in and he's fouled. Count the basket. Demery got knocked to the floor. Blue Kane hustles to help him up. Godfrey's going to the line for an and one after the foul.
RJ changed hands too in the air. He had the ball in his right hand. They were going for that. He flipped it over to his left hand, laid it in as he drew the contact. That's really pretty move.
And that was on the big Russian, Diachuk. And Godfrey to the line.
That's a Russian name. Diachuk.
Well, it says it right there on the guide. Free throw is good by Godfrey. He's got 19 and continues to build on his second double-double, 19 points and 10 rebounds. 74-59 Georgia. Ospreys with the basketball. Far side of the floor, Josiah Miles. He's been kind of quiet tonight. The 6'6 guard from Miami. Underhanded handoff on the wing. They reverse it. Diachak misses a three, his first of the game, off the rim. We fight for the rebound with Silas Demery. Boy, he just slid about 10 feet on the floor on his back.
He really did.
After that foul.
That looked like one of those slip and slides you had in your yard. He just went on his back. He went flying across the court. Just made the call easy for the official.
Yeah, Miles got called for it.
Yeah, everybody in the arena going, why is the guy sliding on his back?
That looks like fun, actually. Yeah. Might have an after-game entertainment. The marketing folks see that. They'll be doing that left and right here. As soon as the game's over, everybody's sliding on their backs. Demery at the line for the Dogs. It's like a funeral in here.
We get quiet when we shoot because we want to make the shot.
I think he's probably shot with noise before. He made the first. He's got 16 now.
Here's the second one. He's got a 5-iron.
All net. Hey, he's just
sounded like
burying those things. A little bit right in the cup. He's 8 for 8 tonight from the line. 76-59. Georgia with a 17-point lead. North Florida had gotten it back down to single digits, but Georgia's pushed it out front again. Blocked shot by LeFew on the three ball. Takeaway by Georgia. Silas to LeFew. Dakota dribbles it back above the arc. Now squares up on the logo. Dribbles through the legs. Bounce pass goes to James. He holds it high. Turns to his right. Feeds Blue Kane. He attacks the baseline. Steps into the paint. Banks it home. 2 feet away from the basket. Blues got 9 points now. 78-59. Georgia with its largest lead of the game at 19. North Florida might be wilting a little bit. Let's see. 6 minutes to go. They drive in and go right at R.J. Godfrey, Cameron Oriole. And he got rejected, but they called Godfrey for the foul. Looked like he was holding his ground, but he was in that semicircle there, the restricted zone underneath. And that'll send Oriole to the free throw line, where he is 4 of 6 this season. His first trip to the line tonight. Right-hander from St. Petersburg, Florida. Up and in good. And he's got 10 points. That's his first point of the second half. Asa Newell comes back in. Dylan James out for the Dogs. 78-60 is our score. Georgia by 18. Now Georgia by 17 as Oriole hits both foul shots. 78-61. And Georgia bounces across the timeline with less than 6 minutes to go. Silas Demery feeds Newell. Quick turn to the right. We go to LeFew. Dakota windmills the ball around. Works against Josiah Miles. Now Godfrey's got it with his back to the basket outside the arc. Hands it off to LeFew. A head fake. Looks at a three. Squares up now. Straight on. 24-footer. Won't go off the front of the rim. Rebounded by North Florida. Their guy's going to take a 30-footer. Trying to bounce it home from deep on the left side. Wow. Diachak missed that three. Rattled out on him. And the Dogs rebound his miss. Demery with a left-hand dribble to the left side of the floor to Godfrey. Head of the key. We come to LeFew on the left side. Again, the defense on Dakota is tight. They read their scouting report well. 3. Kane with 2. Kane with 1. Goes to Godfrey. He'll shoot and bank it home from the free throw line. Look at that smile on his face after that banker.
Yeah, like I meant to do that.
Well, he had to. He had to throw up something. The clock was at 1. 21 points for R.J. Godfrey. Double-double tonight. 80-61. Georgia with a 19-point lead. Here's a three-point attempt by North Florida from the left wing. That's off the iron. Rebounded by the Dogs. Georgia cleaning up big time on the glass tonight as well. We go inside to Newell. He charges down the lane, tried to scoop it up from the left side on a layup attempt. He got pushed and fouled. And he's got 2 shots coming. Foul was on the big Russian, Nestor Diachuk. And Asa waiting to go to the free throw line. I think the officials are talking.
Yeah, what's that conversation about? Are they trying to decide, was it 2 or 1?
Well, it's 10 team fouls.
Well, so it's got to be 2 regardless.
Newell at the line. He'll get 2 here. Dogs try to go up by 20. Asa does just that. Free throw is up and in. He's got 11 now. The Dogs lead at 81-61. They won here last year by 18 in a similar contest, although we still have 4:20 to go. It was 78-60 last year. Newell with 1 more free throw for the Dogs. High in the air by the left-hander, hit the back of the rim. Rebound came all the way out to the foul line. He tried to jump over the defender and swat at it, but North Florida got the rebound. Dogs by 20 with 4:10 to play. Miles out of the corner, dribbles to his left, up the wing. They reverse it into that right corner again. Oriole pivots to Josiah Miles. Dribbles with 7. Foul line extended left, good. He hit about a 17-footer from the left of the lane. Miles' first field goal of the game.
You can say this what you want about the Ospreys tonight. We're going to get out of here with a win, I say, as they steal it.
Yes, they run it up the other end of the floor. Miles pulls up, misses a 3.
But they
kicks
can
off
shoot.
The rim.
This team can really shoot.
Kane, after the rebound, charges down on the right block where he's double-teamed there, slams on the brakes, and draws contact. He's fouled by Jalen Smith. And that'll get us into a media timeout with 3:33 to go in the game. Georgia in front, 81-63 over North Florida. Back to Stegman after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power, proud partner of Georgia basketball. Learn more at corepower.com.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up for Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Want more exclusives and behind-the-scenes Bulldogs content, more game highlights, mic'd ups, and original programming? Search for the Georgia Bulldogs All Access channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Georgia Bulldogs All Access, your official inside connection to Georgia football and all Georgia Bulldogs sports.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that makes our state incredible. That's why we're leading real change in healthcare, dedicating ourselves to providing a quality patient experience through innovation, personalization, and teamwork. What does that mean for you? You get up-to-date treatment, collaborative care, and the best possible outcome. To see more about our commitment to raising the standards of quality in Georgia, visit piedmont.org/quality care. Piedmont, real change lives here.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens, the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card. To confidently show your dog pride, get your card today. Regions, the official bank of the SEC. And here's your recap. Georgia led by 12 at the half, 43-31. They're plus 6 here in the second half. They've outscored North Florida 38-32 to lead at 81-63. Shooting 53%. They're 39%. We're out rebounding them by 12, 39-27. And R.J. Godfrey has a career double-double tonight. A career high with 21 points and a career high with 12 rebounds to lead the Dogs.
And that's part of the reason why we have just absolutely dominated in the paint. We've got 44 points in the paint to their 20.
Blue Kane at the line for Georgia. Free throw number 1 is up and all net for Kane. He gets into double figures.
And most of those points have come probably here in the last 8 or 9 minutes.
Second foul shot, all net. Dogs are hitting their free throws tonight. My goodness. Almost 80%, 19 of 24. Kane is perfect, 4 for 4. Demery's perfect, 8 for 8. 83-63, 20-point Georgia lead. Jump hook after a pump fake. Good for Josh Harris. He got it over 2 defenders. He's got 8 for the Ospreys. LeFew will walk it into the front court over the logo. Fakes left, drives right. Now goes to Somto. Big surreal, turns and gives it to Kane on the left wing. Breaking inside is Lawrence, and a beautiful feed by Kane. Wow, he bulleted that pass in there. Lawrence missed the shot, but he was being fouled in the act.
If he needs a picture, he probably got one there because he landed right in with the photographers. About 6 of them.
Whole team over there to help Tyron Lawrence out of that gaggle of photographers. Now he's got to go to the line and hit his foul shots. He's got 2 coming. Foul was on Jalen Smith, his 4th. Lawrence, free throw. A lot of rim, but it fell through for him. Good.
Yeah, Mike White's body English helped that one a lot.
It did a little bit.
He was bouncing with the ball, getting it in there.
The left-hander, same thing. Front of the rim, back of the rim, backboard, fell through for him. As long as it goes, doesn't matter what it looks like. Lawrence makes a pair, and Georgia leads by 20 again, 85-65. North Florida through the lane with Moss. They drop it off. Nice dish inside to his left to Josh Harris, and he just floats it up and in right over the rim. He's in double figures with 10 now. Lead is 18 for Georgia, less than 3 minutes to play. Somto holds it high, over to LeFew. Dakota wide open, missed the look. The 3 ball off the front of the rim. Rebound is out of bounds, and one of the North Florida players got pushed to the floor. That's on Somto. They call the foul on him, his first. Ospreys will inbound and bring it up the length of the floor. I know they'll be happy to go home after this. They go home to play UNC Asheville back in Jacksonville. Face another set of Bulldogs on November 18th. They've been on the road for 3 of their first 4 games. Moss with some fancy dribbling, working inside. Nice wraparound through the paint to a teammate on the left block. They missed the lay-in. The rebound gets tossed and knocked out of bounds.
The smallest guy on the floor tried to shoot it up over the biggest guy on the floor.
It's all about body movement, right?
And Somto just went, no. Not here, not now.
Somto blocks it out of bounds. North Florida will inbound the ball. 15 to shoot. They don't use it all. They'll back up and hoist a 3. Oriole misses it. Gets his own rebound. Moves to the left corner. He buries that 3. Oriole with his 4th 3 of the game. His first of the second half, however. $85-70. Dogs by 15 with the ball. Less than 2 minutes to go. We work inside the arc. Newell, jump hook, left hand good. And Georgia wants a timeout. So the Dogs are opting to work inside instead of firing for those Scana Energy 3-pointers. We've taken 15. We've hit 6. They've taken 36 and hit 11. That's a bunch. Scana Energy, our 3-point basket sponsor.
Give the Dogs credit for a lot of that because we have been aggressive, with the exception of just a minute here or a minute there. We have been very aggressive in defending their 3s.
Dogs called a quick timeout. Justin Abson checks into the ball game. LeFew, Demery, Somto, and Lawrence on the floor. And now Savo Drezgic will check into the ball game. Freshman, 6'4", guard from Serbia, into the game for the first time for Georgia tonight. North Florida with the basketball. They work on the left side. A little fadeaway by Amitri Moss on the left baseline over Silas is good. Second field goal of the game for Amitri Moss. He averages 5. He's got 4 tonight. 15-point Georgia lead with 1:17 to play. 87-72. Dogs working some clock here on this possession. Demery looking for a screen from Abson. Now he gives him the ball just above the foul line. Kicks it inside to Somto. Surreal has it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds. 6 to shoot. Jaden Newell and Brandon Klatsky will check in for Georgia now. And Sabo will throw it in. Newell takes the inbound feed right in front of Savo, and a quick handoff back to the Georgia freshman guard. Across the court to LeFew. He attacks and drives and banks it home at the end of the shot clock. Brilliant play by Dakota LeFew.
He timed it perfectly.
89-72, less than a minute to go. 3 ball. North Florida, good. Liam Murphy, there's that number 7 again. That gives him 22 for the game. He's the high scorer, but he's been red hot here in the second half with 19. There's a steal by Harris. Take away, find the handle, drive to the basket, lay it up ahead of Abson and Sabo. Couple of late baskets here. That's 5 quick points for North Florida. It's a 12-point Georgia lead. It's going to look a little tighter than it has been. Now there's a reach-in foul by Josh Harris. Kind of unnecessary, but he picks it up anyway. And that's his 5th. No, excuse me. That was 5 on Jalen Smith, who was fouled out of the game. That's 4 on Josh Harris. Dreskic to the line. 24 seconds to go. Free throws, he'll get a pair of them. The right-hander puts it up and off the front of the rim, no good. The new college football playoff ratings are out. Georgia is number 12 in the ratings, but listed by their people as the first team out of the playoff picture. Thank you, Adam. Dreskic hits the free throw. He hit 1 out of 2. North Florida has the ball. Doesn't look like they'll take another shot. They can dribble it out with 14 seconds to go. Matthew Driscoll to shake hands with Coach Mike White. They embrace at half court. He instructs his team not to shoot, and they won't. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go. Moss gives the ball to the official. He says, hang on just a second. There's still time on the clock. I'm not taking the ball. And now the game is over, and Georgia has won it 90-77.
Another great performance by the Georgia Bulldogs against a team that plays a different style of basketball than we had seen in the first few games, and a team that can play that style very effectively. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Georgia Tech or South Carolina. This is a very talented North Florida team that Georgia beat tonight, because they got a couple of ways they can beat you. They shoot those threes tonight. Georgia did a good job defending them, forced them probably to take some not quite as attractive three-point shots as they would have liked. But the other way, they can drive and they can get to the line. Tonight, when they would drive, we blocked shots, and we did a good job defending underneath.
Georgia wins it by 13 points to improve to 3-0. North Florida suffers its first loss of the season. They are now 3-1. Up next for the Bulldogs, it'll be Georgia Tech in Atlanta Friday night at 8 o'clock. This Friday, November 15th. Georgia won last year's meeting here in Athens by 14, 76-62. They hope to go over to Atlanta to repeat the process on Friday night. Their next home game will be next Tuesday night here at Stegman Coliseum, as the Dogs will host Alabama A&M in a 7 o'clock game. But again, this Friday in Atlanta, Georgia and Georgia Tech, 8 p.m. Our airtime will be 7:35 Friday night here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. R.J. Godfrey, one of the heroes of tonight's Georgia win. He had a career-high double-double, a career-high 21 points, a career-high 12 rebounds, his second double-double in 3 games, the second of his career for the Clemson transfer back to his home state of Georgia. And he is our electrifying player of the game, brought to you by Georgia's Electricians, IBEW Local Union 613. And RJ going to join us here courtside. And Mr. Godfrey, congratulations once again. Quite a performance by you.
Yes,
a
double-double.
You're second in 3 games.
Yep.
What's going on?
Man, I just give all praise to Jesus, man. I come out here try to play hard. I was motivated. I see my mom in the stands. I was like, yeah, I got to go hard.
That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
So, yeah.
Can we get her to every game?
Yeah, she's at every game,
okay,
but I just made sure I seen her before the game. So I was like, yeah, she's here. I got to go hard for her. But I just want to give all thanks to my God.
RJ, let's talk a little bit about this team that you faced tonight. they're different than the teams that you've played before this season. I mean, and these guys, they could shoot the three. But y'all were aggressive, I thought, with the exception of a few spots, really aggressive defending that three.
Yes, sir. That's something Coach White really put an emphasis on this weekend scout. They had a bunch of, especially the front court guys, they could light it up. Like number 7, number 2. They had great nights, but we just followed the game plan, and we decided to come out with, because we knew we had the size advantage, come out and try to punk them on the inside, and that's exactly what we did.
They weren't too effective on you inside. You seemed to kind of muscle your way in there and kind of have your way. Was that the way it was?
Yeah, I just wanted to be a dog, come out here, chase it, kind of like a pit bull does a toy. Just try to come out here, play with energy, and that rubs off on my teammates. Obviously, Asa had a wonderful night on the boards too, and I think that kind of rubbed off on him too.
You guys are so good underneath them. When you've got a team like this that can do both, they can drive, but they love to shoot that three. When you take that three away from them and they come inside, kind of tough to come inside. You've got you in there, you've got Asa in there, you've got Somto in there. You know, first off, it's a little dangerous. I mean,
yeah, for sure. That's one thing this coaching staff did. They built this roster really well. So all the front court guys, I do something different, but the Somto and Asa, huge. Even Justin Abson, they're really long, athletic guys. They tear it up at the rim. So I'm just thankful for this coaching staff and these guys out here. I mean, they put in so much work. I'm just sorry, we got this dub against a good team.
RJ, big smile on your face. Congratulations, you earned it tonight. Good job on getting this win over a good North Florida
team. I
team.
appreciate you guys.
Let's keep talking like this after games.
Yes, sir.
All right, good to see you, pal.
That's RJ Godfrey, our electrifying player of the game. Thank you, sir. Brought to you by Georgia's Electricians, IBEW Local Union 613. Mr. Godfrey, as we said, a double-double tonight, 21 points and 12 rebounds, both career-high numbers for the junior from Sewanee, Georgia. Congratulations to him. Stay tuned now for the Regions Locker Room Report, where you can get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card, a prepaid Regions Now card today. We'll do that right after this. Georgia winner tonight, 90-77 over North Florida. Back after this with our post-game coverage here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
This is Markel Jennings, a member of the UGA men's basketball team, here on behalf of the East Georgia Cancer Coalition. There's nothing like watching the dogs play. Fans, don't forget to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. Wearing a sunscreen with an SPF of at least 30 can help reduce the risk of developing skin cancer by 50%. Regularly reapply your sunscreen. And don't forget to say go dogs, sick 'em, woof woof woof. For more information, visit eastgadawgs.org.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/across America.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualified unlocked device. Credit service ported 90+ days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
This is Georgia Basketball, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit GeorgiaPower.com/myenergy to learn more.
On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, welcome to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions. Regions. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Coming up, reaction from the Dogs locker room, stats, and a look again at other games around the SEC and across the country. Now, let's go back courtside.
Dogs a winner tonight here at Stegeman Coliseum, 90-77 over North Florida. This is the Regions Locker Room Report. Get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. And before we jump into our post-game coverage, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Another quality showing by the Georgia Bulldogs tonight. They win it by 13. They had this one in control late in the second half, had a big lead of 20 with about 4 minutes to go. Win it by 17. A little small flurry of threes and made baskets by North Florida. Chuck got them
let me tell you,
in a respectable margin of defeat.
And they're going to do that to a lot of teams. I mean, great defensive teams are going to struggle defending this team from the three.
They're very fast. They don't use a lot of the shot clock. They get it into the front court. They look for three. They fire the three. They took 37 of them tonight. They hit 12. Georgia was attacking inside. That was our strength tonight, certainly, with R.J. Godfrey, who spoke to us just a few minutes ago. 21 points and 12 rebounds for him. Georgia points in the paint. Wasn't even close, 48-26. So we dominated in the paint.
We dominated there, and we had a size advantage on them underneath, but also the way they play, where they take the ball, even when they drive it and are able to penetrate inside, they're still looking to throw it back out for the three. They're not necessarily looking to get that easy shot inside. A couple times tonight when they had easy buckets, particularly in the first half, I thought they had easy buckets underneath, and they threw it back out for the three and didn't hit them. But that for them, that's just the odds with them. They feel will catch up, and they're going to start to hit those little spurts where they start burying those threes, and they've got guys that can do it.
Dogs a winner tonight, 90-77. Georgia Tech's up next Friday night in Atlanta, 8 o'clock. We're on the air with you at 7:35. We invite you to join us for that. We're going to talk with Coach Mike White in just a little bit as we continue here on the Regions Locker Room Report. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Who wins the Georgia Lottery? Boatloads of people. I'll show you. You know Cash 3? It has over 35,000 winners a week. That's humongous. And then there's Fantasy 5 with over 24,000 winners a day. Are you one of them? Hope so. And Scratchers? 367,000 winners every day. I know, right? Over $3.9 billion in prizes were won last year. And there might be a big chunk with your name on it. But only if you play the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
This is Georgia Basketball, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundle today at Progressive.com. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens. The Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big go Dogs, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Bulldogs pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum, Regions Locker Room Report. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Dogs a winner, 90-77 over the Ospreys of North Florida from Jacksonville, Florida. Georgia's head coach Mike White is in the coach's locker room and joining us now. And Mike, congratulations on winning the Peach State Classic.
There we go.
Did you guys get a trophy, a basket of peaches, or you guys were the only undefeated team in the draw?
That's it. Scott, we're going to get you a trophy.
Sweet. I'll take it.
Listen, that's just the first one. We got more trophies coming.
We're building. We're getting better. We played well tonight against a good North Florida team that had two, obviously, high major road victories. One of the better offensive teams at the mid-major level in the country and programs. For that matter. They do a really good job, and they're just hard to put away. And I thought we played really hard and did so many good things defensively, and to look up and see that they had 77 is just, it speaks to
how good they are.
Yeah, how good they are offensively.
Mike, I got to tell you, I wouldn't want to play against them or coach against them. I mean,
No
they
question.
they're the way they play the game is just tough. I mean,
they're fearless. They've got speed. They've got shooters. They space you. They're unconventional, of course, because they the one true post guy they play is really, a driving forward, so they've got him, and then they've got a couple really fast lefty guards, and they've got about 8 dudes that can make threes, and they've run really good actions as well. We changed it up a little bit in the second half when needed. In the first half, we were pretty convicted with what we did. Thought we were a little bit more sharp in the first half, early second half, got a sizable lead. And we weren't quite as sharp to finish the game, but credit those guys for just continuing to swing away.
Mike, their leading scorer this season, Josiah Miles, was basically ineffective tonight. I mean, he was coming off a double-double against Tech. He went 1 for 7 tonight, had 3 points.
Yeah, talented, fast, length, can shoot over the top of you. Had a big one there late that was contested, but better offense beats good defense, and did a really good job on him. Liam Murphy. You can say it till you're blue in the face. You got to make him bounce it. He's an elite shooter, and he still finds a way to go 5 of 7 from 3. And we talked about him about as much as anyone. But he's got a really quick release, and they do a good job spacing you and passing it and sharing it and run good actions. And between him and number 11, those guys really hurt us from 3.
Free throws were dropping for you guys tonight. 22 of 28. Silas was perfect. Kane was perfect. That's got to make you feel good, too. That just kind of, gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling in your heart.
Yeah, definitely. Get to the line, convert, cash in, shoot it with confidence. And this is a team that's a really good sign, because I just feel like this team can draw a lot of fouls, and we can live at the foul line all year between our ability to play in transition, to offensive rebound it, put pressure on the paint, with Silas and Tyron specifically, putting their head down and getting in the paint. And then we got some guys that we can throw it into as well, some interior passers and scores. So we're going to shoot a lot of free throws this year. It's nice to see him go in.
Coach, R.J. Godfrey is a guy that I know you're used to seeing strong kids.
Yes.
But I got to tell you, he has to rank in probably the top 5 that you've ever been around. He is just one strong young man, and when he gets underneath the basket, bodies start flying.
He's incredibly strong. Him and Samto, they could probably play football and be successful and productive. Those guys are so strong. RJ reminds me, there's a guy that I coached at Florida named Kavarius Hay, that just a winner that may carry 230, 235, whatever RJ carries. I know he's somewhere in there, but he plays 250, 260. He's stronger than he looks, and he had a heck of a game.
He walks over here for post game and put on the headset, and I'm looking at his biceps, and then I'm looking at mine. And that's probably
on the underside of your arm.
Yeah, it was just, the elbow bends in the same place, but it's just not the same.
It just looks a little different. Yeah, his jump hook probably looks different too, Chuck, than yours.
Well, no,
Mike, what is RJ's attitude? Because he
phenomenal.
Seems to have a smile on his face all the time, and he's extremely hard worker. What does that kind of attitude do for the chemistry on your team?
He's been a change agent in our locker room from the day we signed him. Just amazing. He is positive, consistent, tough, focused. He hasn't, I rave about guys, man, once a month he might have a bad practice, or once a week he might come in and be a little bit funky with, he's had a couple issues that day he had to deal with, or a long day academically. You might talk about certain guys like that. RJ Gottfried has not only not had a bad day, he hasn't had a bad minute. I mean, he brings it every single second we're in practice. And it showed tonight, and he'll continue to get better with more opportunity. He's a guy that we're all blessed to coach.
Well, I got to tell you something. I've been around these kids too that you've got here enough that you can go up and down this roster.
Yeah,
and you've got a great group of young men. I mean, they really are.
Yeah. No, we really do. A phenomenal group. Love being around them. They really like each other, and we're growing together. We are. We've got to handle. As we all know, a month ago, when you don't know who's going to start and who's going to play all the minutes and who's going to score, who's going to get shots, it's a little bit easier to have a great culture. And we've got to maintain that through some of these games where, a few guys didn't play quite as much as they would have liked. But at the end of the day, it's about Georgia winning. It's about us improving individually and collectively. And, hopefully these guys can continue to just appreciate being able to play with one another and get better.
Last thing for you, Coach. How about the first road game coming up now? You get a taste of that on Friday in Atlanta at Georgia Tech.
Oh, is that who we play? No, I know our fans will be tuned into that one, and it's a great opportunity for us. They're a good team, and they're comparable to us in terms of a coaching change and a new era. And they've got good players, and they're going to run good stuff, and I'm sure they're going to have a good crowd. And we don't have a lot of time to prep, so we're back at it tomorrow.
We look forward to Friday, and this was fun tonight, Coach. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you, guys. Go Dogs.
Okay, go Dogs.
That is Coach Mike White from the coach's locker room. Final score tonight, Dogs win it 90-77.
And Scott, something he mentioned that I really hope has impact with the fans that are listening, because the culture of this team, that you can see, and these kids are such good kids, you can see that this is a team that's got an opportunity to bond and really do something special this year, and I think they realize that. And I think that's the way they're approaching every game, every practice, and like he says, that they love each other. You can see it. They share the ball. They're not selfish. They pick each other up when one's down or makes a mistake. They help each other out. This is going to be a fun team to watch grow here over the next few months.
Yeah, 15 assists, speaking of sharing the ball, 5 going to Silas Demery tonight, who was very solid, Chuck. He was
leaps and bounds.
He was playing inside all night long, driving to the basket, getting to the foul line, made all of his free throws, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. That's an excellent line.
Well, Mike told us last year when he came in as a true freshman that he's never had a true freshman show up that ready to play at this level as Silas Demery Jr. And then we saw him grow last year, and boy, the growth has just continued right on through the offseason, and now what we're seeing from him here, he's a great young man to have on this team, just a sophomore, but his leadership skills are really fun to watch.
This should be an enjoyable team this year, so get on board and follow these Bulldogs. This is the Regions Locker Room Report. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. We'll continue with more. We'll check the final stats from this Georgia victory tonight right after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Biscuits and gravy, peanut butter and jelly. Some things go together naturally. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is bringing together a new duo. Great quality and convenience. Now you can get the excellent insurance coverage and customer service we're known for all over the phone in just minutes. Call now 877-404-1050 to partner with a company you can depend on when you need it. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
We are Farm Bureau.
It's
time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Go Dogs, sick 'em! Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
You know what a ton of people do every day? They win playing the Georgia Lottery. They do, like Keno, with over 95,000 winners every day. See? And Quick Win, with a whopping 20,000 winners a day. And get this, Scratchers have almost 367,000 winners a day. That's insane. And yeah, over $3.9 billion in prizes were won last year. And there could be a big chunk with your name on it, but only if you play the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Regions Locker Room Report. Thanks for joining us here at Stegman Coliseum in Athens. Dogs a winner tonight over North Florida, 90-77. Let's check the final numbers in this Georgia victory for you. Brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Our healthcare providers live it every day. So if you and your family are looking for a healthier future, look to Northside Hospital. Georgia shoots 53.5% for the game, 31 of 58. The Dogs hit 6 of 15 threes. That was 40% from beyond the arc, and 22 of 28 at the foul line, 78.6% there. North Florida shoots 43% for the game. They had 70 shots. They hit 30 of them. They were 12 of 37 on threes, 32.4%, and just 5 of 6 from the foul line. Georgia was +9 on the backboards. They out-rebounded North Florida tonight, 39-30. Dogs had 15 assists, North Florida with 13. Turnovers were close to even. Georgia had 10, North Florida had 9. Georgia had 3 steals to 4 for the Ospreys. Block shots were a big difference there. Georgia had 8. North Florida had no block shots in the ballgame. Points in the paint dominated by the Dogs, 48-26. Second chance points, 14-9 in favor of the Bulldogs. Fast break points, 13-7. In favor of Georgia as well. Individually, R.J. Godfrey with his second double-double in 3 games. Career highs, 21 points and 12 rebounds for the junior from Sewanee, Georgia. 8 of 11 shooting the basketball tonight. There were 5 other Georgia players, so 6 in all. They got into double figures tonight. Silas Dimry had 17. We told you his line a few moments ago. He had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, went a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Tyron Lawrence finished with 15 points and 6 rebounds. Asa Newell, 13 points, 8 boards, and 3 blocks. Dakota LeFew had 10. He was 2 for 6 on threes, 4 for 10 overall. Blue Kane got in there with 11 points, a double-digit effort for Blue Kane, who was also perfect from the free throw line. He was 4 for 4. And Georgia now with 20 blocks in the last 2 games to go back to that blocking total of 8. So 20 in 2 games, and there's a lot of guys on this roster that can provide that kind of opposition. Newell had 3 tonight. LeFew even had 2 blocks, and Samto Cyril had 2 blocks as well. Samto had 2 points and 2 rebounds to go with his 2 block shots in 14 minutes of play. And the only other point of the game went to Savo Drezgic. He had a free throw in the ball game. Everyone else who played did not score. Leading scorers for North Florida, Liam Murphy, who lit it up off the bench, 22 points. He was 5 for 7 on 3-point shots, 8 of 12 overall, and he was one of 4 players in double figures for North Florida. Also in double digits, Nate Litteris with 15. Cameron Oriole with 14. He was one of their leading rebounders with 6. Also Josh Harris with 12 points. Dogs win it tonight in front of 5,757 fans here at Stegman Coliseum. The duration of the game, 1 hour and 51 minutes, and the Dogs pick up the victory 90-77. Coming up next, we'll send it to the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and Luke Nadkarni will run down a busy night of college basketball and check what else is going on in the sports world for us. Piedmont Healthcare offers you exceptional, hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont, the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. That's going to do it for this portion of the postgame from Athens. So for Adam Gillespie and my broadcast partner Chuck Dowdle, I'm Scott Howard. Luke Nadkarni is next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens. The Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big Go Dogs, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Bulldogs pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
This is Georgia Basketball, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit GeorgiaPower.com/myenergy to learn more.
This holiday season, spread a little extra cheer with BMW. For every new BMW bought in the month of November, we'll donate 200 meals to families in need through Feeding America. Over the last 7 years, BMW has proudly helped provide over 17 million meals to those in need, and with your help, that number will continue to grow. Visit your local BMW center for details or visit bmwusa.com/Drive to End Hunger today. Take advantage of exceptional offers during BMW's Drive to End Hunger event.
Luke Nadkarni back with you here in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Regions post-game show rolls on. 90-77, Georgia keeps its undefeated record intact. They're 3-0 as they take down the University of North Florida tonight at Stegman Coliseum. Time to look around college basketball, and still in progress in the SEC. 1:20 to play in Starkville. Mississippi State looking to finish off Southeastern Louisiana. They lead 78-59 in that one at the hump. Still a little bit more to go in across the state in Oxford. They're playing at the Tad Pad tonight, are the 25th ranked Ole Miss Rebels, and they're one game a year that they play in that old building. 11:43 to play second half, and the Rebels hold a 48-40 lead over the Jaguars of South Alabama. Just underway in the second half, not even 5 minutes in. Texas has a good hold on this one against Chicago State, 62-27, and they're just underway in the first half in Atlanta, the second game of the Champions Classic. Number 6 Duke trails number 19 Kentucky 18-13. Plenty of time to go in that one. One final from the SEC was played alongside us. This one was all South Carolina.
And Townsend scurries back down floor, and Pringle rejects a shot from Christian May. Gamecocks run ahead to Murray Boyles. Flush!
Derek Scott on the call, South Carolina Sports Network. Murray Boyles, 27 points and 9 rebounds, and the Gamecocks blow out the Towson Tigers 80-54 at Colonial Life Arena. Elsewhere in the top 25, one game in progress, number 12 Baylor blasting Sam Houston State 73-45 in Waco, 11:29 to play in the second half. One final from the top 25. It was the first game of the Champions Classic, Kansas and Michigan State.
Harris, left side, picks up his dribble, goes off of the right wing to Zeke, lob for Hunt, deep catch, big slam, Hunter Dickinson rocking that rim, and KU goes up 4.
Brian Haney on the call from the Jayhawk Sports Network. Number 1, Kansas is a winner tonight against Michigan State, 77-69 in Atlanta. Back over in Athens, of course, it's the Dogs taking down North Florida 90-77 at Stegman Coliseum. We'll come back for one final segment from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Georgia basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
This is Georgia Basketball, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundle today at Progressive.com. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Dogs fans, it's UGA basketball player Markel Jennings here on behalf of the East Georgia Cancer Coalition. Did you know vaping can cause nicotine dependence? Vapes are not just water. They contain harmful ingredients that can be bad for the heart and lungs. So when it comes to vaping, you gotta kick 'em. To keep screaming, sick 'em. For more information, visit eastgadawgs.org.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. If you're like me, you're tired of high prices, high fees, and paying more for less. That's why I'm a proud member of Georgia's Own Credit Union. Georgia's Own has been saving people money for 90 years. Whether it's better rates on an auto loan or fewer fees on a checking account, your money goes further at Georgia's Own. Best of all, they're local and continue to support the people, places, and teams that we've grown to love. To learn more, visit georgiasown.org today. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA.
Luke Ned Carney, one final time in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia a winner 90-77 over North Florida. The Dogs improve to 3-0 on the season. Look ahead for the Dogs, presented by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. And it's Clean Old-Fashioned Hate, the basketball edition, on Friday night, an 8 o'clock tip-off in enemy territory in Atlanta at McCamish Pavilion. We will be on the air at 7:35 p.m. with Scott, Chuck, Adam, and myself. And, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the showdown this weekend as well. That'll be here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network across the Peach State. Georgia and Tennessee on the gridiron. We'll get underway 3:30 with Dog Talk pregame on Saturday afternoon, and then kickoff will be slightly after 7:30 p.m. from Sanford Stadium. 90-77, Georgia beats North Florida this evening. For Scott Howard, Chuck Dowdle, and Adam Gillespie, I'm Luke Ned Carney. If you're making your way home from Stegman Coliseum, please do so safely, and we'll talk to you on Friday night for Georgia and Georgia Tech. This has been a production of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Georgia Farm Bureau. Always the home team. And by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs. The proceeding has been a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by Learfield and JMI Sports.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios. News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hey there, good evening to you. I'm Michelle Wright, and our top story this hour, the Supreme Court denies former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows' effort to kick his election interference case to federal court.
The decision from the justices is the end of the line for an effort that Meadows launched last year to move the case out of Fulton County.
In doing so, they essentially foreclosed that possibility for Meadows, so his case will now go forward in state court here in Georgia.
Emory University law professor Dr. John Acevedo says Meadows tried to argue that he was acting in his official capacity in the wake of the 2020 election. Acevedo believes the ruling also closes the door for other co-defendants who would try to have their cases moved to federal court. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The FAA is barring U.S. airlines from operating in Haiti for 30 days after 3 commercial jetliners were struck by gunfire Monday. Chris Van Cleve reports the gunfire involved an American, Spirit, and JetBlue airliner.
The FBI is investigating. One of the things they're going to want to know, was someone targeting U.S. airlines specifically?
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.